What's up, guys? This is TheKephas, and today we are playing a little bit of Overwatch. Figured since I've had so many requests, it'd be a good time to take a little bit of a break from the beta, Legion beta, and mess around in Overwatch. And to be honest with you guys, I have been playing the holy crap out of this game because I absolutely love it to death, and I just can't get enough of it. So, we're going to play it. The only reason why I've been hesitant to make videos of it is because, honestly, I'm not that good. I'm just not going to lie to you. I mean, I'm visually impaired. I can't see very well. I have no peripheral vision. My vision is like 20/400, you know, all that good stuff. So you can imagine that FPSs can be quite a challenge. And so if you're here hoping for insanely amazing, mind-blowing, crazy, skilled gameplay, this probably isn't the place for that. But you guys know the drill. If you've been here for a while, you know the routine. Also, I'm going a little crazy. Oh my god, you might get a little bit motion sickness. But I just like to blow things up. What can I say? It's part of the fun. This game is fun from beginning to end. So, you know, you start off blowing everything up because I hate movie theaters and popcorn gets stuck in my throat all the time. So I hate it. And I just want to take my frustrations out on it as we speak. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Normally, whenever I do a recording, I do live commentary. This is actually a post-edit commentary, and the reason being is because I try to do live commentary, and I just can't pay attention to the game and talk at the same time. This game requires all of my focus, so I'm going to do my best to be like a game show host, not really a game show host, more like a professional wrestler commentating on the game. Should I be more like, oh my good God almighty, Jim Ross, he's going to shoot, he's going to blow him up? No, we won't do any of that stuff, I apologize. So here we go. Overwatch, you got Reinhardt. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on him. I'm Soldier 76. I like to play Soldier 76 when I attack. I should not be in the middle of all that crap. So the goal here, when you're me, is to be careful. Like any FPS, I have to take my time. Look at that. That was nice. And pick my targets. Let them kind of telegraph to me where they are. There we go. Now we're cooking. See, that's kind of the goal. The good thing about Overwatch, compared to games like Call of Duty or other FPSs, is it's really easy for me to spot where the enemy is because the enemies in this game are very identifiable. This isn't like a covert, like camouflage kind of game, so it's really easy for me to know where they are. It's just a matter of, you know, aiming and paying attention and doing what I'm supposed to do. And we gotta watch Bastion. Yeah, Bastion every time, man. Bastion always gets the drop on me because before I have a chance to realize that he's shooting me, I'm usually already dead. I have the same problem with characters like Genji. Widowmaker can be a problem, but she's a problem for most people. Torbjorn sometimes, but he doesn't hit as hard as Bastion does. So I can usually get... See, now there's a good example of, dang, that sucked. I got rid of Bastion because he didn't move. Because, you know, some people don't know that you should move. So, because I knew where he was, I was able to just go right back there and shoot him. So, that's a good example of what I mean by just learning where the enemy is, taking my time, and getting him back. So, I got my kill back, even though I died right afterwards, I think by... Gosh, I don't even know. Probably freaking Junkrat. Junkrat is the epitome of noob tubing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's what his class is built around. But it's really funny that that's actually what he does. So as you can see, when I play Soldier 76, even though he is a character that you do have to aim with, his power-up is really useful, even though I just kind of wasted it because I thought they were going to be around here and they're not. So what can you do? So anyways, it's not too hard. I play with the keyboard and mouse. Well, actually, I take that back. I do use a mouse. I play on PC, and I just can't deny the efficiency of using a mouse to aim with. And it actually does help me out quite a bit. Unfortunately, I just can't get used to the keyboard at all. Oh, fire in the hole. Get out of there. Yeah, I didn't get it. But anyways, dang it. I don't know why I ran over there. I should have ran away. So I don't use a keyboard. What I do use is a controller and a mouse. So I have, because Overwatch allows you to do a lot of customization with the controls. So what I do is I have a lot of the key essential buttons on the left hand of the controller. So that's the D-pad, the left bumper, the left trigger, and then the left stick to move with. Everything that I need to do, I can do with that side of the controller. And then I have my mouse, which has, you know, left click, right click, and then middle click, and then I can scroll to switch weapons for characters that do that, and then I'm good to go. So that's how I play. I like it a lot. I'm thinking about maybe getting a controller with a couple more buttons so that maybe if I wanted to, I could have a couple more abilities to worry about, but I really don't need to worry about it. Everything I need to do is right there. Like, I don't really ever crouch when I play this game. I haven't really found the reason to yet. That's one thing I don't do very often, so I don't worry about it. But I have everything else, like reload, you know, all the power abilities, special abilities, ultimate abilities, all that's taken care of. Jumping's taken care of. So, you know, it's pretty good. Oh, dang. Where the heck did Diva come from? Jeez. She just kind of snuck up on me. Ninja Diva. I was just in there. That's the way it goes, man. So, you know, like, it works out pretty well. I like the setup. I do it a lot with games that require a mouse. I kind of combine the controller and the mouse, and I kind of get the best of both worlds. So it really feels natural. It feels really good to move around with. It helps me play. I think I play pretty well, considering, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and that's what matters the most. So that's my setup, personally. And yeah, you can do whatever you want, but I do recommend using a mouse. I'm just not going to lie. There are some characters that don't require aiming. Healers, for example, some of them don't require a lot of aiming, like Mercy. There are some DPS, like Junkrat, you really don't need to be able to aim with him. But characters like Soldier 76, Widowmaker, obviously, McCree, and a lot of others do require a great deal of being able to aim accurately. So I recommend using a mouse for those characters specifically. Unless you're playing on consoles, in which case you can just use a controller regardless. But yeah, I mean, it's fun now. As you can see, now this is something I want to point out to people. This is something that I've learned. A lot of people don't rely on their ears when they play video games like I do. Heroes have catchphrases in the game whenever they use their ultimates. And they're not there just to make the characters have more development or whatever. They're there to telegraph for you. Let's get Torbjorn. Oh, dang, he got me. Dang, I always underestimate how strong Torbjorn is. But when characters are going to do their ultimate and they have their little catchphrases, the reason why that they're designed that way is to give you a little bit of time to get out of the way. So when you hear nerf this, you know that Diva's put her robot somewhere, and now she's going to try to kill you with it. So if you get out of the way, you won't die to the explosion. It's the same when you hear fire in the hole. That's Junkrat throwing his tire. If you hear soldiers saying, "I got you in my sights," all those things, it means you need to get the heck out of the way best you can. So, like, for example, just heard fire in the hole, and I'm kind of hoping for the best here. Because I don't know if it's mine or my friends or the enemies. I don't even know if there's a Junkrat on my team. Oh, there was right in front of me. But anyways, like right there, got you in my sights. Stay away from Soldier 76. Try to hide if you can. And then go in for the kill. That's usually, because a lot of times after people use their ultimates, they will lay their guard down. And that's the perfect time to go in for the kill after they've used that ultimate. But you definitely want to get the heck out of the way for that kind of stuff. And a lot of people don't. They'll hear, you know, they'll hear those things and they won't move. They'll never move. You need to learn to move out of the way. So that's a little bit of a tip, really. Really, moving is a good idea in general anyways. Like, especially when you play Bastion. If you're playing Bastion and you play a game where you get away with being able to stay in the same spot the whole time, that's just because you're playing with see, I got out of the way again. That's just because you're playing with people that probably aren't very good or just haven't really learned the ropes yet. Because you should not be able to stay in the same place. Eventually you're going to die because they're going to know where you are, and if they're smart, they will come and take you out. If they're not smart, then they will stay right there and continue to run to the same spot so that you can continue to kill them. But that shouldn't happen too often, especially the more people play the game. But for a lot of novices, that's kind of the way things go. So anyways, so just some tips that I'm learning. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, I do just fine playing this game. One of the things that you just saw there, I'd like to point out, like, one of the challenges that I have is shooting little guys, like Reaper, as you just saw, Soldier 76, you've seen me, I'm not really good at aiming all the time with them. See, I might die, I need to get out of there. And there are other characters that are really hard to aim at, especially from a distance, but I tend to do pretty well, especially with the grenade. So, you know, it is what it is. I try to not just run out in the middle of nowhere, run out in the open and die, don't run to the enemy. Just try to be smart, try to pay attention, take my time, rely on my team, you know, all that stuff, and it works out pretty well. And that is how I play Overwatch. And even though I have low vision, I still have a lot of fun and feel like I do pretty well a lot of times in this game. I'm no pro, but I do enjoy myself quite a bit. Let's see what happens here. Boom! That was awesome. You gotta give it to him. Junkrat is awesome. I do play him sometimes too. But anyways, guys, that is this game, Overwatch, me playing some. Hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm going to be playing a lot more, so if you want to see more videos of me playing Overwatch, leave a comment below. Let me know. Feel free to like this video, share it with your friends, and I love you guys because you guys are awesome. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is TheKephas. Until next time.